Hi, everybody. I'm Brittany Lewis, one of the hosts of Forbes True Crime. Joining me once again is Barry Levine. He has been covering Jeffrey Epstein for years, and he investigated him in his book called The Spider. Barry, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Brittany, once again.
I want to talk about some bombshells that we learned regarding convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The House Oversight Committee released a trove of emails where convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein mentions President Donald Trump by name, and I want to read and talk about some of the more headline grabbing ones. In one, Epstein said that President Trump, quote, knew about the girls. And then in another, where Epstein was writing his partner in crime, accomplice, and convicted sex offender Ghislaine Maxwell, he said that Trump, quote, spent hours at my house with a victim, and the White House and House Republicans later said that that victim was Virginia Giuffre. So to start off the conversation, what do the new emails tell us?
Brittany, I have to tell you, after covering this story for years and years, yesterday was one of the most impactful days that I can ever recall because it finally gave us a perspective. It really took us kind of behind the walls of the mansion to actually hear in Jeffrey Epstein's words his true connection to Donald Trump. And a lot of the emails that we read over that were passed on from Jeffrey Epstein's estate to the Oversight Committee were extremely troubling in terms of how long did Donald Trump know about Jeffrey Epstein's involvement with underage girls? When did that start? When did Donald Trump finally say he had enough? And of course, most troubling of all from these emails was is the question: did Donald Trump participate in any of this? Up to this point, he's never been charged with any wrongdoing, or as thus far, as we know, he's never been the subject specifically of a criminal investigation into his connection with Jeffrey Epstein. But I have to tell you, Brittany, that these emails change everything.